Hey, everybody.
Hey,
How are
welcome
ya?
in.
Everybody doing okay tonight?
Yeah, doing well.
Mike Wheeler is here, and Big Disney Fan is here, and
Welcome in.
we appreciate you guys. Big Disney Fan was first. Yay!
Yeah, number one.
I shared that too, so we'll probably have a few people come in a little bit later. So
Yeah.
give it
Yeah, I
time for
think-
the notification to go out. So
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, I think Vipre may still be going. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I hopped in on their stream for a little while, and
Mhm.
so yeah, we make the rounds.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Speaking of making rounds, we'll be guests or making an appearance. We'll be guests on BDF's stream on Sunday night.
Well,
Keith, it's a Big Disney Fan, abbreviated to BDF. So looking forward to that, Keith.
yeah, and that'll be December 6th at 6 o'clock Central. So we're looking forward to that. Yeah. We're looking forward
Welcome
to
in, Dean.
Hey, Dean.
Hey, Dean.
Aw.
Thanks for being here.
Thanks, Dean. We coined a new hashtag. Dean
Yep.
and I coined a new hashtag.
Yeah.
We did. Hashtag follow the happy.
you guys need to put that on your buttons.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. That's a great hashtag follow the happy. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Dean, yeah. I was following the Santa Claus cavalcade, and I kind of, how people fall in behind them, and so I kind of fell in behind him, and I said, I'm going to follow Santa Claus because it makes me happy. And Dean put in the comments and said, yes, Dawn, follow the happy. And I love that. I love that. So that's our new
I hope Dean didn't
mantra.
freeze today. I think he had to work the window today. So
Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah, you have our sympathy, Dean. You are a man of great patience, manifestly. Especially this time of year.
Welcome in, James Ryan. Great to see you.
Hey, James. Good to see you. Yeah. They're still going, Mike. Yeah. Hey, Mike. Welcome in, buddy. So yeah, we and my sister, by the way, Dean, my sister loves that. Follow the happy. My sister, that's great. That's what I need to do all the time. Just follow the happy. Okay, just a couple of this day in Disney history. And there's one that's a real favorite of mine. 1956, the third of 8 installments titled My Dad, Walt Disney by Diane Disney Miller, as told to Pete Martin, appears in the Saturday Evening Post. Now, I keep saying I'm going to look that up. I really need to make myself a note to look that up because it sounds really fascinating. And I bet they're still accessible. So I think that would be neat. 1958, construction of Florida's Interstate 4 begins. The final link of the highway will be completed in February 1965. A diagonal northeast-southwest route for much of its length, I-4 will provide access to all of Orlando's future theme parks and tourist attractions, including Walt Disney World. So that was kind of a neat one, I thought.
Which I think was one of the major factors in the location that they chose.
Yes, it was.
Because of I-4,
yeah.
So.
And it was like the aerial they were flying over the area, and he realized that Orlando was where all the roads basically converged, and thought, okay, that's the spot. And in 1966, this is cool. Disney's live-action feature film "Follow Me, Boys," starring Fred MacMurray, Vera Miles, Lillian Gish, Charles Ruggles, and a young Kurt Russell. If Kurt Russell's in it, count me in. In his first credited big screen Disney appearance is released in theaters.
Have you seen it?
I have not seen it.
It's very good.
It's on Disney Plus.
Very good. Yes, you need to watch it. It's
very
good.
I plan to. It's called Follow Me, Boys.
All about the Boy Scouts.
Fred MacMurray. Yeah. My husband is going to love this one. Jeff is a Life Scout, Order of the Arrow, and he let the time tick out on him. He turned 18 before he got that eagle. And So he's always regretted that, but he is a Life Scout and he was very, very active in his Boy Scout troop. Actually, his was Troop 12 in Tennessee. And to my knowledge, the Boy Scouts at home still have that number. So a really, really low number, one of the original troops. So
that's cool.
But so I plan on looking that up. Follow Me Boys. It is on Disney Plus. So I'm definitely going to watch that. And Kurt Russell looked like he might have been 12.
Wow, he might have been even younger. I'm not sure.
Wow.
He may have.
Yeah.
He may have.
He was a
Kurt
kid.
Russell, Kurt Russell has such a long-running history, with Disney.
He's been acting his entire life. I mean, he
has. And I just watched the Christmas Chronicles 2 on Netflix. Loved it. Loved the fact that Goldie Hawn, was in it with him. If Kurt Russell is in it, I'm there. I've always been a Kurt Russell fan, so I really
Kurt Russell. I mean, he's definitely a Disney legend. I mean, he's been in so many.
No question, he has. Yeah, I think he was in. I mean, they're for like in a stretch of 10 years, he was in like 6 different Disney movies.
Wow.
He's in all those college age movies too, where it's computer wore tennis shoes and those type where he's the science kid or whatever,
He is. Yeah, well, I mean, if you haven't watched those, you need to watch them. Those were the movies. Yeah,
they need to put together a collection if it's not already there on Disney Plus.
Yeah, that would be really cool. The Computer Who Wore Tennis Shoes. Those movies, Russ, were the ones that my school, like when I was in elementary school, my school showed. All the kids would go to the auditorium and they'd do the film strip, and and so I have a real fondness for those. I think, guys, that the first Disney movie that I ever saw was Bedknobs and Broomsticks, and it was at my school like that. So James K. Shook Elementary. So yeah. Oh, hey, Kadani Sean.
Yeah, welcome in to Tina McNeil, DCS, Amy of AJC Magic TV, and Danny of Griswold Family Vacay, and John Bo to you, Kadani Sean. Thanks for being here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Kurt Russell is wired up. Enough said.
No
Tombstone.
joke.
Not necessarily a Disney movie there, but that's
It's not a Disney movie.
No.
And a Tombstone, guys, is such a. I mean, for so many different reasons, it's not a Disney movie, but here you go. Golly, I love Tombstone. Yeah. I love Tombstone. Val Kilmer is the best Doc Holliday ever. Now, don't get me wrong. I did love. Who was the other Doc Holliday? The one in White Earp.
I don't
and
remember.
His name escapes.
I'll help you out on the Google machine real quick.
He was one of my favorite actors, and my mind is blank. But the award goes to in Tombstone, Val Kilmer. No comparison. You're 100% right on that one, Danny. Sorry, I was in. Okay. Kadani Sean, it's great to see you.
Doc Holliday, Dennis Quaid.
Dennis Quaid, that's right.
Kevin Costner was Wyatt Earp.
Yeah, and he was great. I mean,
that's
Dennis Quaid. He was great. But if it's between Tombstone and Wyatt Earp, I'm going to go with Tombstone every time. So, and I think
it's been a long time since I've seen Wyatt Earp.
Yeah, it has me too. Tombstone has the staying power. I think it really does it. And there's so many good lines from that show. But
let's see. James says the amazing Dana Delaney is in that movie as well. I focused a bit more on her rather than Kurt or Val. Just saying. Funny.
Well, I was kind of focused on Val Kilmer. So yeah, kind of. Just, I don't know, James, that's just how that works, buddy.
Me. Yeah, we got your message, Keith. We'll make sure to check it after the show. I saw it pop up.
Thanks. Yeah.
Looking forward to being on your show on Sunday.
Yeah, Mike says he was in 11 movies, 11 Disney movies. That's a lot. And really, the Disney movies were my first experience. My first exposure to Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
And I always thought he was great all the way through his career. I've always.
Now is that also counting Guardians of the Galaxy?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
If that's in those 11 movies or not, or if that's just the movies that he was in for just Disney.
Right.
Yeah, because he was Ego in Guardians 2. That's right.
It was. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Anything Kurt Russell does, I'm on board. Yeah.
Right.
Just not me.
Yeah, that is the 11th.
Well, Russ, we're so glad that you're here. And I was watching some of the videos on your channel. I regularly watch your channel because you do really good content and nice editing, and it's just really a good channel. You do, even though I know that you're my friend, but I watch your channel because I want to.
Thank you.
Because it's really good. So you guys go check out What in the World with Russ on YouTube.
Yes.
And it's really good Disney content and quality Disney content. I wanted to thank you again, Russ, for when we were at Walt Disney World a couple of weeks ago. You were so kind to, let's say we went to Disney Springs and hung out, ate at Chicken Guy, did a great meetup for which we need to try and pull up the picture.
Yeah.
With all of our YouTube friends, and not all of them, but several.
A lot of them, yeah.
A lot of them, and it was a great meetup. And then we also did the Skyliner Crawl that day, which was my first time to ride the Skyliner, and just a great day. And this is a do-over schedule. We met at the boardwalk inn, and we met there, and then we just walked, straight down, short walk to Trattoria Al Forno, where you had made brunch reservations for us, and we had that wonderful brunch, and then set off to the Skyliner. We explored. Well, we went over to the Swan or the Dolphin first, and looked around over there. Now, this was completely new territory for me. I had never been down on the boardwalk, so it was just amazing. Guys, if you have not been down on the Disney boardwalk, it's incredible. It really is. And
of course, you were also there early in the morning, and I had mentioned the fact that at night when it's full and bustling and lots of people, it's even fun. But,
yeah.
Definitely, you'll have to come back and do that again. So.
Oh, absolutely. maybe do dinner at Trattoria Al Forno. It is only hot chocolate. I promise, guys. But yeah, it was absolutely great, and I do have a vlog dropping tomorrow on the dining review. So. We did that, and that was a lot of fun. So, but we went to we rode the Skyliner, and as luck would have it, Dean, the turkey legster, was actually in Epcot that day, and he actually sacrificed park time for us, which is huge.
Oh yeah, yeah, no doubt. That's you have to be a pretty good friend to have to leave the parks to meet up with somebody.
I think he was just there for the turkey legs, though. Anyway.
Well, I think he was, but he left those turkey legs for us. I mean, that's leaving the turkey legs was probably a bigger sacrifice than walking out of Epcot. So, knowing Dean, but yeah, it was my first time to ride the Skyliner, and it was Dean's first time to ride the Skyliner. So it was a fantastic day. We just spent the whole day, riding the Skyliner, checking out the resorts along the Skyliner. We ended up at Riviera and got a little dinner. it was just a great day. It really was a great day. And I knew that, Amy, I totally enjoyed the Skyliner. I knew I was going to enjoy it, but Russ can tell you, I love it. I loved that Skyliner. I think that is one of the greatest things that Disney has done. I think they will expand that line. Yeah. Don't you think they will, Russ?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I think, once things calm down, I think it's a no-brainer that they've got to. And I really feel like they need to run it over to Disney Springs.
Absolutely, I do too.
And they need to run it up to the Ticket and Transportation Center. I mean, I think that's, and then if they could get one more line to Animal Kingdom, that'd be great too, because then you can reach everywhere on property, right? With the one system.
Yeah, and it's it's a lot more economical than building more monorail track. Mm-hmm. As much as I would love to see them expand the monorail line, that's probably not going to happen. The Skyliner is fast. It is cost effective. It's fairly quick to build. It kind of checks off all the boxes, and it's like an extra ride. It's very enjoyable for guests. So it really, as I said, checks off all the boxes in my mind. I totally loved it. So
James asked how you like the Riviera.
Oh, James, the Riviera is, I think, a real special property.
Sorry,
there we
I
go.
went off the rails real quick, but there's a group picture of us from Disney Springs. So yeah, we've got Jeff and Russ there on the left, and then Mike Wheeler there next to Jeff. It looks like they're doing a little bit of shoving there. Possibly, I can see Jeff nudging Mike a little bit.
There may or may not have been shoving. Going on.
And then me and Mom and Jillian and Dean the Turkey Legster. They're on the left.
I like Dean's tie.
His tie was great.
He's got on a Christmas tie there, guys. It's just with a t-shirt. It was great. It really was great.
It was so much fun to get to hang out with y'all. And we did so good for the most part to remember meeting up with everyone, but we missed out on Danny, and I felt so bad afterwards.
Oh gosh,
I got that terrible, I got that terrible tight feeling in your stomach after you forgot something really important.
Well, I was like, it just means you guys have to come back.
Exactly.
Well, we will. We absolutely will. And we were just talking about that today, weren't we, William? We were plotting.
Yeah, we were.
We're always plotting. How can we get to Disney? How can we get to Disney sooner? We're really hoping, Russ, that the annual passes will open up. Maybe early to mid January. I don't know if it's going to be that soon, but
hopefully we'll see. I mean, because after next week, I won't be able to go to Disney until they do. So unless it's Springs or resorts, but
Yeah. Mike says he saw the whole thing. It was all Jeff's fault.
Yeah.
It was all Jeff. We know, Mike. We know.
Dean says I'll be wearing that to the drive-thru a few times. Wendy's doesn't know what to do with me.
Dean, I am sure that you are a hit with customers, though. You got to be a hit with customers, absolutely. Oh man, yeah. Well, we don't really know what to do with you either, Dean, but we just love you. You make us laugh, so we appreciate you.
It was a lot of fun hanging out with Dean.
It really was. It really was. We had, it was just a great day, and so if you've never been down to the boardwalk, which we have not, now this is a testament, guys, to how large Disney property is, and how we've been going to Disney for years and years, and we had never been on the boardwalk. Am I right, William? We just never had done that.
That's the thing. Most of the time, most of the time, whenever we've gone, we've stayed off property, but because we're able to trade into resorts down there.
Exactly.
But yeah, like it's hard because whenever we go, we want to dedicate so much of our time to being in the parks. And so that it makes for exhausting, but a lot of fun on your trips. But we cover so much mileage on foot in the parks that it's hard for us to build in those break days. And so I was really glad that y'all got to do that and go check out so much of the property because we haven't really had time to do that in the past.
That's one of my favorite things to do is resort hop.
Yeah. Welcome in, Tina. Thanks for being here, Garrett.
Even with the park days, what I'll try to do is, okay, I'm going to Epcot. So we've got Boardwalk here. And of course, now we've got the Skyliner. So it's easy access to all of those other resorts. Mm-hmm. And so I'll schedule lunch somewhere out of the parks usually and go to one of the resorts just to go.
Right.
And just to get out for a little while, take a break from the parks, and then come back. Yeah. And that's what usually I will try and do. And that's how I've been able to visit a lot of these. I mean, I've still not gone to all of them, but I've been to most. But I mean,
it doesn't surprise me. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's just so much to do and so much to see and experience. So I like going to the resorts too, because most of the time during the day, when most everybody is at the park, you can go and enjoy the resort when it's not crowded. And, so it's just a little bit more quiet, more of a break.
That's true. And it's, going to, I know that a lot of times AJ on a Disney food blog will suggest, to take a break midday, go to one of the resorts, sit down, have a nice meal, cool off, get something to drink, recharge your battery a little bit, and then go back into the parks. Yeah. And the beauty of that is, as you said, Russ, that everybody is still in the parks, and usually the resorts for lunch are pretty free. Mm-hmm. So that's really, it's, like at Magic Kingdom, I think it'd be great to, when the monorail service resumes fully, to, just take the monorail to the Grand Floridian and go to the cafe or whatever for lunch, or, Animal Kingdom Lodge for lunch at Sanaa, which we never have done, but really want to, and see the animals out on the savannah from the windows there. That's something that's kind of on my bucket list to do. Yeah. So
welcome in, Alex. Thanks for being here.
Hey,
hey, Alex. Good to see you.
Yeah, well, when I go to Magic Kingdom, one of my favorite things is take the boat over to Wilderness Lodge.
Ah, yeah.
And I eat over at Geyser Point a lot because that's a nice outside, relaxing spot, on the water. And
nice.
And I have my nap spots at all the hotels.
That's awesome.
All right, this is where I can get a comfy chair and sit and relax.
Okay, so is this like fishermen with fishing holes, and you're not going to divulge the locations? Yeah. Favorite fishing spots? Yeah, that's
all I can say is that with the Polynesian, when they renovate the lobby, they better not get rid of my comfy chairs.
Oh, that's funny.
And, I was at the Poly, and that's the first time I'd ever been to the Poly. That first night that I made reservations at Kona, and I wandered around a little bit. And the Poly special, guys, it really is. If I had, in the chat, here, I'm going to throw out a question for you. And Russ, we discussed this already. If you had to pick 2 resorts to stay at, which ones would they be? If you could choose any resort on property to stay at, which 2 would you choose? And Russ and I chose the same 2 in the same order. So,
what'd you pick?
Yeah. So, Russ, you want to?
Well, I mean, it was Poly and Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
In that order. Yeah.
I was going to cheat and say the Dream Suite there at the in the castle.
Well, if you're gonna dream big.
So, always add that to my stream where I did the wish list of Disney experiences.
Yeah, there you go. Absolutely.
I mean, there really is not a bad hotel on property. I mean, they're all, even from the All-Stars.
Exactly.
Alex Kennett says the Contemporary and the new Star Wars Hotel. Yeah.
Ah, there's a good Alex. You nailed that one. Yeah.
There's a lot of good suggestions in the comments for sure.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, Tina, AKL and Boardwalk, Animal Kingdom Lodge and Boardwalk.
Danny loves Pop Century, which I mean, I love Pop Century too.
Yeah, Pop Century's great. It's going to be hard. Like in the future, like Disney totally got us. Like, like moving us from, because we were supposed to stay in the All-Star movies, and we got moved over into Pop Century because they were renovating the All-Star resorts, and it's going to be real hard for us to go back to staying at the All-Star. I mean, granted, if they make the rooms, if they update the rooms and make them a little bit nicer, maybe it won't be as hard to go back to it. But staying at Pop was pretty sweet, and then you're right there at the Skyliner too. Like, that's hard to beat.
I'm thinking that the All-Stars, that's the type of room they're supposed to have now.
Yeah,
it's the same that the Pop Centuries have, to where it's got the pull down bed now, and so it's a little bit more like a suite, not necessarily the same size room, but just the furniture is different and works better. And
and that will be okay. Mike, I think Mike has zinged all of us.
Golden Oak.
Oh man, yeah. Now, and I hopefully with the All-Stars, I don't think the All-Stars get enough love, quite frankly. With us, it's a situation. We do not have annual passes yet. And so when we go, it's like, we're wasting time if we're not in the parks.
Yeah.
So there's no need for us to spend a whole lot of money on, the Grand Floridian, because we're just not there. But, if it was a situation, so we've stayed at the All-Stars before. And so that and a lot of people do that. It's also, the place where, a lot of when William took his band trips with his high school band, they stayed at the All-Star Resort. So I really, the All-Stars are really great resorts. I'm excited that they're upgrading them. I really am. And really, like I said, for us not having annual passes, as long as we're on property and we get the extra magic hours and we get the dining plan and we get the perks, I don't care where I'm staying. I would camp under a tree somewhere.
Yeah.
Which that's actually something else that I would love to go do sometime, is go camping at Wilderness.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah. Now we have my my niece and her family were there when we met them on that last day in Animal Kingdom, and that's what they did. They always drove their RV down from Tennessee and stayed at the campground, and they love that. I mean, they were able to bring their dog, leave him in the trailer, and they would. Their daughter was kind of young at that time. So they would, go back to the resort. They would swim in the pool a little bit, check on the dog, and then go back in the afternoon. So it worked out really well for them. I think this time they stayed at Beach Club, which was probably a mistake. Because what happened was I think it was the last trip. They decided instead of the campground, they decided to stay at Pop. Was it Pop or was it? I think it was Pop. And and she said, "Oh my gosh, I have a maid." She said, "In the camper, I do have to clean. I have to, cook. I have to do all that." And so, it was a big mistake for Kevin to take her to one of the resorts.
Aloha, Elena. Thanks for being here.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
One of the resorts that we did visit while we were on our Skyliner Crawl that you said you'd love to go and stay was Art of Animation.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Now I really would love to stay at Art of Animation. It absolutely looks wonderful. Art of Animation is it a moderate resort?
No, it's still considered one of the all-stars. I mean, it's still. I'm thinking that in the next year or two they will probably make it more.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. That Skyliner access and the.
I'm afraid so. Yeah,
the atmosphere is amazing.
What I've heard about. Yeah. Well, and what I've heard about it is that it is a moderate resort at a value price. So that's probably coming. Yeah, Disney is probably gonna.
Of course, those are the Pop and Art of Animation are where you can get the suites. Whereas the All Stars, they don't have as many suites, and it's you got more space for families, which is why they're so much more popular.
Oh yeah,
because they're for families and you can get more people in. Well, I think I told you that I stayed there at in the cars section.
Nice.
And we had 2 suites for 17 people.
Really?
And we made it work. We were all kind of on top of each other, but we made it work. But again, we had space. Each room was supposed to sleep 5. No, take that back. Each room could sleep 7, I think.
Okay.
And we squeezed more kids in. We had more kids, so they could sleep in tight spaces. But
yeah. Well, and kids don't take up as much space. So.
but even still, and that was before we had the Skyliner, and even with the buses, it wasn't terrible. And it was a fun. It's fun to come back to, and after being at the parks and you see everything, all the giant figures and the light.
Yeah.
I think my grandchildren are just going to go nuts over that resort. When we were walking through Russ, and again, that was the first time I had been there. I think the cars section is my favorite too. I think the cars section is my favorite.
What I saw on T. Marie's Places stream that you hopped in on, Russ, because I was driving to pick up or either pick up or bring home Wyatt from school. But I was kind of like just glancing down here and there as I stopped at traffic lights. But what I saw was just amazing. All the car stuff. I mean, everything looked like Radiator Springs. And then I saw Simba and Rafiki at one point, and I was like, "This is just amazing."
Yeah,
the car section is the closest thing you can get to like the Disneyland version.
Man,
Springs. I mean, that's the closest you can get at Disney World.
It really is.
It's just really nice.
Yeah. And I would love to see the suites, the inside of the suites, and see kind of what those look like. Those would probably be ideal, for a family trip for us.
Yeah.
So because I think the grandkids would just lose it. I think.
What's
my granddaughter Kylie says, I think they would have a freak out.
I have pictures of ours. I'd have to pull them and find them, but. But it had each suite has two bathrooms, one with a shower, one with a tub and shower. There's a kitchenette in each one. There's a pull-out couch, and then there's a table bed like in the other rooms.
Okay.
And then there's a master bedroom. And it actually, you walk in, it doesn't seem as big, but there is lots of room that you can just be comfortable, and it's very nice.
Right. Well, I think that would be a good way to go. At some point we're planning a family vacation.
They're decorated just amazingly too. You go in, you walk into one of the cars rooms, and they're the coffee table is a road map, and there's cones everywhere as the lamps, and it's just
gosh. Well, and I'm thinking back, on my 6 or 7 year old self, I would have had a freak out.
Yeah.
You know, I would have totally loved that. So
I went in my early 30s and I had a freak
out. Right.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well, I had a couple of freakouts, Russ, you know, the day you went. So.
Well, I really hope that you put your Skyliner reaction in your video, because I filmed her Skyliner reaction.
Yeah. Russ filmed my whole first Skyliner trip ride.
Yeah, neat.
And so I'm getting to it. I'm getting to it. I am. That's going to be really neat. And I have some pictures of, you know, of Dean, Dean's first ride too. So yeah, I'm definitely going to include that in a blog, an upcoming blog. We had just, you know, it was just a really wonderful day. And, you know, for me, all of that was such new territory that I was like a kid. I was going, oh, you know, just it's because you know, Disney is Disney magic, guys. You know, the all of the resorts on the Skyliner are very special. You know, that they put the Riviera there at the end and I love the theming at the Riviera. I love the look of it.
Did y'all ride the full line? I can't remember.
We didn't make it over to the Hollywood Studios line.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
We just ran out of time.
Yeah,
but yeah, we did everything else.
That's
we rode
awesome.
every other line. Yeah,
we did, which tells you, you know, I mean, you know, how much time you can spend. You know, because we got off, and of course we wandered around at. Now, I had seen pictures, you know, from yours and Jillian's trip of Pop. So Russ said, you know, right or left? Do you want to go to Pop or Art of Animation? And I said, let's go to Art of Animation, you know, because
Art of Animation was still closed off whenever we were there.
Yeah.
So we didn't get to explore. We just kind of looked longingly at the Finding Nemo section because it's right in front of you as you walk past the bathrooms. So we were like, man, we really wish we could go over there and look around, but it's closed, so we better not.
Yeah.
So we don't want to get in trouble.
Get thrown off property. Yeah.
You need to highlight the comment.
And what did you?
You can fly. You can fly.
When Dean first rode it, it got a little windy.
It was windy.
It was a little shaky, but it was not terrible. But it was a little bit, little rocky.
We were. It was. Oh my goodness, it was fun though, Dean, and it was so great for us to get to, you know, to take our first Skyliner ride together. That was kind of monumental for us, or red letter day, as they say. Now, Danny, what?
Of course, you mentioned also, you know, the fact that you could spend all day, but it saves so much time in getting from place to place. You know.
Oh yeah.
Whereas before, like when we stayed at Art of Animation, you know, you'd have to get on the bus. If you wanted to go to Magic Kingdom, it would take an hour. You know? Or if you wanted to go to Epcot or whatever, you know, or, you know, Hollywood Studios, it's 30 minutes on the bus.
Yeah. And that's stopping at other resorts in between to pick up people.
And whereas you can jump on the Skyliner, you know, and be at Epcot in 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Crazy.
You know.
That's so awesome.
It saves you so much time and headache, you know, in the morning. And you're there, you know, like that. So
well, and it's perpetually moving, you know, unless they have to stop it for some reason. It is perpetually moving, and anything like that, you know, you can think of the rides that perpetually move, the People Mover, the Haunted Mansion. It's going to be faster, guys, because you're moving people constantly instead of stopping and starting. So.
Well, and Danny mentioned too that, you know, sometimes it can back up, and especially right now because of the distancing. In the mornings, it does get really busy because they, you know, they can get more people on the Skyliner, and so they don't run as many buses. In the evenings, you know, it can get a little bit more backed up. But again, because it constantly moves, as long as the system works,
Carol,
it won't. You know, it shouldn't take too terribly long. So it's just, I think it is. It's a much better system. It's much cleaner. It's much, much
everything.
more, just greater, all around.
Yeah,
so
it really is, and just so so enjoyable. I mean, it is. It's there's something that the views that you get. We talked about the views are incredible views that we've never had of Disney property before. Coming in
that you wouldn't be able to see from the ground.
Yes. But it's just there's something very serene about it, especially at night. Remember Russ and I went to we got kind of hungry for dinner, went to the Riviera and grabbed a bite to eat. Well, it was pitch black dark when we came back through, and we were on the Skyliner, and Russ said, now this is kind of strange because the cars are only lit from the inside, kind of at the bottom.
Yeah.
So it's very quiet and serene, and it's like you're flying in darkness. It's really,
Except for when the lady comes on every 30 seconds, the announcer lady, she gets a little annoying sometimes.
She does. Russ and I decided we wish she had an off switch. We could just reach over and push the button, right?
Yeah, because it does. I mean, sometimes you just want it to just be quiet and relaxing.
Yeah.
But it is. If you can't see, if there's nothing out there, like if you're.
Hey, Carol, good to see you.
It's just pitch black, and you just got to trust that. Okay, I'm going to get there.
Right, and there, and you can see, lights from the resorts and from, the parks that you can see, but it is very serene and different. It's very different. So, but it's so enjoyable. So that was a lot of fun, and I'm glad I got to do that. What did you guys think of the Skyliner? I bet y'all enjoyed that. Danny? I bet y'all really
he said his boys loved it. He said they enjoyed riding backwards. Welcome in, Jeff. Thanks for being here. Welcome into Carol too.
Hey, Jeff. Yeah, I loved riding frontwards, backwards. I just loved it. We really had a good time. And I do, as Russ said, I think once this whole COVID thing kind of works itself out and we can get past, I really do expect them to expand the Skyliner line, and I think that would be a home run for Disney and for guests because it's so enjoyable. It's just. You've got this.
Well, for those that aren't afraid of heights, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and there are some people who are nervous about riding it, but
I've heard different reactions. Some that are afraid of heights who've ridden it, and they were still okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
They were still fine because it is, for the most part, it's very smooth. It's very
it is.
Tina Marie's place says you'll never get me in the Skyliner.
Yeah. Oh
no!
With her vertigo thing, probably.
It's understandable.
Yeah, it is. I mean, you have to be really careful with that. Probably with a lot of things. Tina. Yeah. I have had,
and I agree, Amy. They need to take it to Animal Kingdom because, of course, Animal Kingdom it takes forever to get there anyway. Because it's the furthest away from everything.
It is,
and it would be nice to have one. So,
yeah, it would. It actually would be nice, and it would be a quick form of transportation for Animal Kingdom. To put that out there.
Well, and could you imagine too riding through the Skyliner with a view of the savannah?
Oh my!
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely, yeah.
Man.
Just think about that they could run that through to be able to see the savannah, or
oh man,
like that,
yeah. Well, and then it would be like an aerial ride, an aerial attraction. To go through there. So, Kilimanjaro flight, Kilimanjaro safari flight.
Yeah.
So absolutely. Yeah.
But even and then of course too they've announced too that they're going to be installing putting in the train line coming through, and the speed rail, and when that's all done, and the amount of
Just
guests
very exciting
that can that come and go easily. It just makes more sense to have a Skyliner station that connects to the train station.
It does.
Yeah,
it does.
To where you don't really even need the buses.
Yeah.
I really, even the Magical Express that runs from the hotels to the airport, they won't really necessarily need that as much either.
Yeah.
If they can, you can jump on the train and get down to Disney just as fast.
Yeah.
Take the Skyliner over to your resort.
Yep.
And if they take care of your luggage,
very handy.
You're on vacation as soon as you step in.
That's exciting. The new rail is really an exciting announcement. I think that's gonna be a game changer.
Yeah,
don't you think, Russ?
Well, it's gonna be a game changer for Florida and for Orlando, for Tampa, for all of Central Florida.
Yeah,
and all of it. It's going to be amazing. And then if they can attach it to other rail line, go all into the rest of the country, it would and have connected that way, then that's another easy way for people to get here.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a no-brainer.
They need to run one to Northeast Texas.
If only.
Yeah. A monorail straight to my front door would be
welcome in, Rhonda.
Of course, hopefully it doesn't take very long to put in, and by the time it's done, might have transporter technology or something.
That's true, which would be
be able to beam me up to to Disney.
Absolutely. Okay, we've got a couple of we're gonna have show and tell. That's what we're couple of things that we just that we just wanted to
We're gonna show off the coupon flyer and the button mom from the Christmas tree stroll.
From the Christmas tree stroll that Russ and I did. Now there's a live stream.
Got mine ready for tomorrow. So.
There you go. Yeah. There's a live stream. Yeah.
Russ, how many of those have you done now?
Well, let's see. I think I've done it 4 times now.
Nice.
Yeah. And you were directing me, on our live stream.
I kept the one map. But yeah, I've done it.
This map?
Yeah, Jeff said the other night on the Pop-Up Magic Kingdom stream, he was talking about collecting maps and how he was a nerd. And I was like, man, we are right there with you.
Yeah, we are. This is really cool, guys. This is the map that you get for the Christmas tree stroll. And it's really cool. It has, and Russ was kind enough to direct me. I was live streaming, and that's up on our channel if you want to see it. But there's a map, and for each stop on the Christmas tree stroll, there's a sticker. And as you go from tree to tree, you apply the corresponding sticker on the map, and then you return it to the sticker guy.
There are
sticker guy.
There are multiple locations where you can pick the map up and then also return
it. And where did we go, Russ, to redeem ours?
We ended up over by Ghirardelli at the photo shop.
So we went to the Ghirardelli guy.
Yeah.
It's the photo pass.
Yeah, the photo pass.
I think it was. Yeah, I think it was. So,
and Danny asked about where the blue stitch sticker was for. So they misprinted the stickers, I think, or they somehow either there was supposed to be a jungle book.
Let's see if I can
tree or what. That ended up being the Fantasia tree.
Right.
So that's the only one that didn't match. So that's the one that goes there. So.
Right. So you can see some of the stickers there that we've applied. Cool. And so then you turn them in and you are presented with this button. And
Disney Springs Christmas Tree Stroll
Disney
2020.
Springs Christmas Tree Stroll. And so this is a nice, these are really nice keepsakes.
Night, Tina.
And night, Tina. Thanks for popping in.
Thanks for being here.
We really appreciate it. But then if you get the button, that as proof that you have completed the stroll, then you're also eligible for the coupons that are a part of the flyer and the various restaurants and stores that offer discounts because you completed the Christmas tree stroll. So it's really a cool deal.
I haven't looked at the expiration on it, but I'm pretty sure it's good through the end of December. So
yeah,
and we've already used ours.
That's great.
Went to Earl of Sandwich and got something, and I need to check and see if there's anything for Polite Pig on there or not. But,
yeah, there's let's see, there's Pandora. There is the two that stand out to me, obviously, are Alex Zanani and Pandora.
Of course.
Let's see, we've got Ron Johns, we've got Under Armour.
Is the Pluto one with the turkey leg on it.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Blaze Pizza and Chicken Guy. Let's see. Okay, for Blaze, 10% off your Blaze Pizza purchase, 10% off at Chicken Guy. You've got 10% off on Earl of Sandwich, 10% off at Joffrey's. Wow, 20% off all food and beverage at Paddlefish. That's nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Which I wish we had known this when we had our lunch at Chicken Guy.
All right. Yeah. So we had a good time with that. The Christmas tree stroll with Russ as the navigator is up on our channel, guys. It's a live stream that we did while we were there. It was a lot of fun. And just a couple of things. I got some magical mail. I did want to show this little gem here.
Yeah.
This guy's may be the best birthday card I've ever gotten. Russ actually made this for me. If you guys can see that for my birthday, I thought it was so sweet.
For Mike, happy birthday, foolish mortal.
Yeah.
It's got the tightrope walker on the front too, I think.
Yes.
Mike, make final arrangements now.
Yeah. Happy birthday, foolish mortal, with the tightrope walker on the front, Mike. And then on the inside it says, make final arrangements now with the Hitchhiking Bones. So cute. I love it. That's thanks. So, and Russ made this for me. So that's so cute. Thanks.
That was really cool.
And I did get this, another birthday card from Lynn at the Lynn Project, which I really appreciate. And she wrote just a sweet note. Hope you had the most magical birthday. Love you, my friend. Love Lynn. So
neat.
I appreciate her for sending that. And she did include a little something in with it. So magic mail, guys.
Nice. Have a good night, Blaine.
Yeah, good night, Blaine.
Oh, bye.
Thanks for being here. So yeah, I do not have magical mail tonight, but I do have this giant advent calendar. Because we can't get enough of those here at the Hitchhiking Bones.
Apparently.
And so yeah, I got this. Dole Whip Dad brought this to our attention, and it's a countdown to Christmas with 24 festive books. Now we started on the first night with number 1. You can see there's all sorts of different characters on it. You've got Elsa and Anna, Wally and Eve, Olaf, Lady and the Tramp, Dumbo, Belle, Mike Wazowski, Woody and Buzz, Vanellope and Ralph, and also the aliens, Pinocchio. But yeah, it's really cool. And
cool.
there are all these different. There's just tiny books in these little pouches here. And the first book for tonight, December 1st, was Mickey's Christmas Carol.
Neat.
You need a wide angle lens there.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, I'll hold it up real quick just to show the pages to give you an idea. There's a lot of text on these tiny pages.
Wow.
And so it tells, it basically walks you through the Christmas story or Christmas Carol story.
Oh, wow.
Really, really neat. I think Wyatt's going to enjoy this a bit more whenever he gets older, so he can kind of hang in there for the whole story. But yeah, there's a lot of text, and for scale, I'm not super duper tall, and my hands aren't massive, but it's smaller than my hand.
Pretty good, yeah.
For an idea of scale.
Now you ordered that from Amazon?
I did.
I was gonna say, if they're all that way, I mean, that's a pretty good purchase right there. Because
is.
That's a lot of books. So
it is. So I thought that was just really cool, and I love the cover. With all the characters and everything on it. I love it.
Hey, recommend Rachel.
Oh, hey, Rachel. Good to see you. The other thing that we wanted to tell you, and we're going to have to speed it up here, obviously, is okay. So McDonald's.
Yeah.
Our local McDonald's got the Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway Happy Meals back in, and they do have the Disney toys in them again. So, William.
So I showed off this one last week, I think, and they used to come with this little ticket here that's got Mickey and Minnie on it.
Right.
For it's basically a mock ticket, oversized ticket, but it had the little QR code on the back, and they had issues with some sort of unintended search results or something if you didn't do it through the app. And so I got Conductor Goofy from Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway last week, and then I got Mickey on the Hollywood Tower Hotel.
That is
today.
Neat.
That one's cool.
That's neat.
Yeah.
That's neat.
So question. Now, are you going to McDonald's to get a Happy Meal for your son? Or are you going to McDonald's to get a Happy Meal for the toy?
Well, it's a little of both. It's kind of get that afternoon snack in, and so he's usually not a huge fan of the burger, and so most of the time he'll eat the fries, and I'll eat the burger, and then we both play with toys.
So it's kind of a community effort.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a father-son bonding time. That's what it
exactly.
There you go.
But yeah, hey, just a heads up, Rhonda. Not all of them have the toys back, because Mom went to a couple today, and only one of them had the toys back. So just a heads up on that.
It also seems it's very random as to where they are and which ones you can get. So,
and there's the Mickey and the and this is Mission Space.
Neat.
This is and I take it they hook together, William.
Yeah.
They all kind of hook together. So really cute.
They each have a little slot where you can connect them.
There you go.
And so
and I see there are wheels on the bottom, so it's like a little train. And you can connect all of them together. So I'll be having a Happy Meal for lunch for the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
I remember. I don't know if you guys watched Adam the Woo or not, but when they first came out, he went to get them all, and he was going from McDonald's to McDonald's to McDonald's, and he would get he bought a Happy Meal every time. So I don't know. By the time he was done, he ate like 50 chicken nuggets.
Okay, I'm thinking this would be like a great marathon stream, right?
Well, but he would go and he would ask, okay, well, which toy do you have, or which one do you have? And if they didn't have the one he wanted, he would just leave. But it just
that's funny.
But then,
that is funny.
Then you learned that you can just buy the toy. You don't have to buy the food.
Right. Now they won't do that at all locations.
Yeah,
they will do it at some, and I'm gonna see if I could might be able to do that, because I would love to have the whole set. I really would. But happy early birthday, Rachel.
Yeah.
Happy early birthday.
Yeah, everybody's letting us know about buying the toy separate.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I was just gonna say, Rachel actually shares birthday with Walt Disney as well. So.
Yeah, I remember that. That's really neat.
It does. Yeah, and ours is like that too. Rhonda, it depends on who's at the register at the time. I've run into some that wouldn't do it. So let's see. You used to be able to order them separately at the kiosk. They closed the kiosk.
Yeah, some of them used to have like a little
Right.
kiosk you just order them from or whatever. But I don't go to McDonald's very often.
Yeah.
And again, I don't necessarily need the toys, but I think they're cool.
Yeah, they are neat.
Yeah, well, William and I have sworn to never fully grow up, and so this is
Welcome
this is
in,
what we
Mickey
do.
Sightings.
Oh, hey, Sean.
Hey,
Good
Sean.
to see you. Good to see you. So anyway, so we've got all that in, and again, thanks, Lynn, for the birthday card, and Russ for that birthday card. I appreciate it.
Welcome in, Jane in Travels.
Couple of things, and then we're going to have to wrap it up because I think we're running over a little bit. And Dole Whip Dad is going live tonight, so we want to kind of hurry to
his DVC Welcome Home show.
DVC Welcome Home. He's going live tonight. Downtown Disney is extending its holiday hours at Disneyland. Now, of course, we know that Disneyland California Adventure will lay off an additional 11,500 cast members because of the COVID closures. So they're doing what they can, to offer Disney and try to make a little money. So Downtown Disney will be open at 9 a.m. instead of 10 a.m. and it will close at 9 p.m. daily through the holidays. And then also just a little bit of news that there were some new limited edition holiday 2020 boxed pins, Nightmare Before Christmas, Celebrate Today, and I Collect Muppets pin. And they arrived at Disney World. So they are really, you can tell that our new CEO was in merchandising because they are really hitting the merchandising heavy. I think Bob Chapek was in merchandising before he took over as
well. And again, I mean, it's the merchandise is what is selling now. And
that's it.
I mean, especially if that's all you can do in Disneyland. I mean,
exactly.
Keep your egg game.
It's helping to It's kind of they're trying to offset and bottom line, guys, Disney is a business. They have to make money in order to pay. Like any business, they have to make money and make a profit in order to keep their employees. That's how it works. That's capitalism 101. So here's hoping that that Disneyland can get open pretty soon. I know a lot of people want it to, not just to for us to be able to have fun and go into the parks, but Disneyland represents billions of dollars into the Anaheim city economy and the state of California. So not having them open is huge.
Yeah. With them not open, and then of course the convention center's not open. None of the hotels are open.
Yeah. All of the supporting businesses.
Just terrible. Yeah.
It's awful. It really is.
Yeah. I mean, we see it here a little bit here in Florida too, but more open, obviously. But but it is. It's just awful. So
yeah. Russ, what do you have going on? Tell us what you've got going on.
Well, I mean, I'll be running around Disney and Universal the rest of this week. So keep an eye out for maybe a pop-up live stream.
Yay!
Depending on how things are going. I mean, I'm going to have fun with friends. Not necessarily going to stream. I will most likely still vlog it and film and put some videos together. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to go live or if I'm going to do my live show on Saturday. Just because of everything going on, that's kind of my only day off. So I may take the day off, but I may still jump on and we may celebrate Walt's birthday, or I still need to finish this painting that I never have gotten done. Yeah. I've got a whole 4 boxes of Legos I need to put together. So I got a lot of stuff we could do.
Yeah, you got a lot of stuff lined up.
We will do it. So.
By the way, we have not acknowledged the fact that William's Santa hat is the coolest thing I've seen in a long time.
So, I found this Santa hat in the Emporium, and it says it's a black Santa hat, and it has on the front of it, it says Star Wars, kind of on the furry portion of the front of the hat.
But it had, look at that print.
It's got
look at that. Oh my gosh. Look at the print. It's awesome. It has all different.
it's got a scout trooper. It's got Darth Vader wearing a Santa hat. It's got various present boxes and also Boba Fett as well, and some holly and the Empire logo in red on this hat, and also the TIE fighter pilots as well. So this is really neat. Jillian just happened to spot it. It was not very prominently displayed in the Emporium. It was kind of lower down on one of the standing shelves.
If I had spotted that, I would have bought one.
Yeah.
If I had spotted that, I would have bought that hands down. I love that. I think that's really cool. Yeah.
But yeah, I saw it, and I saw it on the shelf. I saw there were still a few left, and so I kept walking around, and then circled back to it, and I was like, all right, that's what I'm going with tonight.
Yeah,
well,
for sure.
One of the things I'm going to go do tomorrow, or well, not tomorrow. Actually, I guess it is tomorrow. I'm going to Disney Springs in the morning, and I'm going to go look for Grogu merchandise.
Yeah, neat.
And see if there's anything different.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything yet, but I'm sure there will be. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Speaking of Grogu, aka the Child, for those who haven't watched the latest episode of the Mandalorian, on December 7th, which is next Monday, Cincy and Jillian sells Cincy. Cincy is dropping a warmer of the Child, holding a little pot, and so like you drop the little warmer cubes with the scent in it into the little pot, and he's like sitting there holding the pot. So
it's really cute.
It's a neat little warmer, but yeah. Have a good night, Alex. Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
I know people don't necessarily like the name Grogu, but we're gonna have to get used to it.
Yeah. That's kind of striking out. The name is striking out with most people.
People don't like it.
Yeah, I think it's fine. It doesn't. It doesn't bother me. But
the name doesn't keep me from wanting to give him a big hug.
No, not in the lead. Yeah, not in the lead.
I think that's how it rolls off when you say Lord Grogu, or Darth Grogu.
Now, Russ. We are not going down that rabbit hole. We are not. No. They would not do that to us. They would.
Sith Lord Child with the army of evil porgs.
Yeah. It'd break Ahsoka's heart. It just no. And you might actually have a mutiny on your hands among fans. So yeah.
I just love funny theories. So.
Okay. So we have just quickly. I just put up a full ride vlog of the Jungle Cruise on our channel, and that was a lot of fun to do. William and I and Jillian, of course, rode the Jingle Cruise. I said Jungle Cruise. It's the Jingle Cruise right now, guys, because the Christmas overlay is there, and lots of fun. It's all decorated. Your skippers are telling all new Christmas themed jokes. It's really a lot of fun. So that vlog is up on our channel. And tomorrow, as we've discussed, Russ and I went to Trattoria Al Forno one day and had brunch. And that dining review will drop tomorrow. Do what, Russ? I'm sorry.
Pancakes.
Russ got the pancakes, guys, and I'm gonna try. I think it's gonna be hard for me to get away from what I had, though. What I had was so good. So
it was good too.
So that a dining review will be on the channel tomorrow. So watch for that. Join us for our live streams on Thursdays at 12 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. Mandomania.
Yeah,
we are a couple of episodes behind because of our trip, but we're just going to keep going. We're not going to try to cram 2 episodes into one stream because the last 2 episodes were so good that there's no way to do it. So
they need so
absolutely that's kind of what we decided, Russ. So definitely we're just going to keep on trucking with that. So that'll be Thursday. We are not doing Vlogmas this year. Vlogmas is something that YouTube vloggers do. It's vlog Christmas. It's like a combination, and basically you do like a small Christmas video every day. We're not going to be doing that this year, but because we have so much content from our trips that we're going to be dropping some Christmas themed content anyway. And after doing the Star Wars Advent calendar leading up to my trip, a video a day is tough.
It is.
It's tough. So we decided we're just going to go with our, with all of our really cool content, that we got while we were in the parks, and just kind of go with that and I'll be doing some special.
A lot of Christmas in the parks right now. So
yes. And we'll be doing some. I've got a couple of special Christmas themed videos to do. So we may try Vlogmas next year. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But also, we are really excited, guys. Dole Whip Dad has selected us as kind of a Disney channel to highlight. He is doing Vlogmas, and he will be selecting 24 channels that are under 1,000 subscribers, and that he feels are quality channels, growing channels with some good content. And he's going to highlight a channel each day as his Vlogmas, which I think is really cool. And he chose us as one of those channels. So we really appreciate Jeff for that, and we're looking forward to what he thinks about our channel, and it's really nice to to get that encouragement from him. We love Jeff, and his family is fantastic, and really enjoy his channel. He's Dole Whip Dad, and so that's coming up. We also have also been nominated for a Pixar award. Pete McDevitt announced the nominations this week, and the awards show will air on December the 13th at I think it's 4:30 Central, 5:30 Eastern. And these are just our Disney YouTube community. These awards are for some YouTubers and supporters who contribute to sharing the magic.
So.
And were you nominated, again, Russ?
I was nominated.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Congratulations.
And we're just really. I've got to go back, Russ, and listen to all the nominees again. Yeah. And
there were a lot of great channels and great supporters that were all nominated. And he kept rattling them off, and I was like, I know them. I know them. I was like, they're all great.
It was great. And Dean the Turkey Legster was nominated. I mean, there are just so many great people in our YouTube community. And so we, I know, you feel the same way.
Character eats a turkey leg? I'm trying to think.
Pardon?
I said which Pixar character eats turkey leg?
Yeah, Mike Wheeler said 163. I'm guessing that's the number of channels that were nominated.
3 different nominations.
Wow. Yeah, that's fantastic.
I'm trying to think which character would eat a turkey leg.
Well, I would think it would be a character, one of the characters on Monsters Inc. Perhaps. One of the monsters. Yeah. Yeah. But anyway,
I'm it's exciting that there are so many in the community that are worthy of this nomination.
Absolutely.
How we are just all coming together this way, and and to recognize those that are above and beyond, and are doing a good job. So that's awesome.
Yeah, and it's like Pete said. Pete said the other day on Kelly's stream. All 163 are worthy. Of the award, and so we just feel blessed to be a part of this Disney YouTube community, and friends like you, Russ, that we didn't know you a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
Russ, we didn't, and so we didn't know Mike, we didn't know Dean, we didn't know Rhonda, we didn't know
so
Garrett.
many of my, Garrett,
So many,
Michelle, and
Amy,
Jeff and Angela. And,
yeah,
the list just
It's
goes on and
just-
on.
yeah, and so we feel really blessed, and the nomination for us is just as Pete says, a reason to whistle while we work, to keep going and making good content.
And if we're in different categories, congratulations. If we're in the same, then you're going down.
Right back at you, buddy.
Oh, me. That's awesome.
But yeah, it really is. It really is encouraging. It's just encouraging to be recognized by people that we love and respect, and who already encourage us daily.
Oh yeah.
To put out good content and to add value and to share the magic. So
yeah, I mean, I think all the time about the amount of time we've been doing this, and just all the wonderful people that we've met virtually and in person. Now it just it's been just a true blessing to be a part of this community, and there's just so many wonderful people, and we get to know more and more of them as time goes on. And I think about our humble little channel. We're just trucking along, doing things we enjoy and trying to share it with everybody. And so, thankfully, there's people out there that enjoy, the same things we like too. So it's just really neat.
Having fun, we're having fun. Mike says over 400 names were given, and out of those, 400 ended up to be 163. Yeah. So
wow,
it really is. It really is a lot of fun, and we appreciate it. Looking forward to it.
And it's interesting too that they're already planning for the next one.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's going to be Star Wars.
So, and the next round is going to be Star Wars themed. So that's going to be, a really cool one. This one is Pixar themed, so it'll be like Toy Story and the Pixar films. So it's just great. Upcoming Sunday, December 6th, we guest on Keith's channel, as we announced earlier, at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. Again, that's Sunday, December 6th, will be on Big Disney Fans channel. And
BDF.
then Monday, BDF. Monday, December 7th, we guest on One Stop Mouse with Bob at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. We're looking forward to spending some time with Bob and getting to know him better. Bob actually came to my birthday celebration. I scheduled lunch. I made a lunch reservation at, I wanted to say Satuli, and that's not right. Skipper Canteen.
Yeah.
And in the Magic Kingdom. And Bob with One Stop Mouse was one of the channels. Kelly with the Mickey Bunch kind of engineered that. Came and had lunch with me, and it was fantastic on my birthday. Wednesday, December 16th, we guest on Pete McDevitt's channel, and we're going to chill with Pete at 6 p.m. Central and 7 p.m. Eastern. So we look forward to being on with Pete that night too, and really getting to know Pete. If you guys don't know Pete McDevitt's channel, it's Pete McDevitt, and Pete really does so much for this community. He has a pretty big story to tell himself, obviously, and most of us are familiar with it. But he does so much to, encourage us. The Pixar Awards were his brainchild, and he does so much. We feel like we need to be an encouragement to him, and yet here he is, trying to support all of us. And he once told me that his channel exists to promote our channels.
Yeah.
So
he tells me all the time that he was given a second chance, and now it's his turn to give back, and it's just it's awesome.
Really, so Pete is awesome. We love you, and we look forward to visiting with you on Chilling with Pete at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. And his YouTube channel is just called Pete McDevitt. So that'll be December the 16th. And William, you want to go ahead and finish that out, and then we'll get off here so these kind of people can
everybody can go to sleep. So shout out to Dean at theliveplace.com. Basically functions as a TV guide for family-friendly content. Super appreciative to Dean, and also Dean has a YouTube channel called Dreamers Empire with great content as well. So check that out. Also, Dole Whip Dad's currently live with Welcome Home Disney DVC show, and that's 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern, 10 o'clock Central, so it's going on right now. If you're a YouTube creator, check out TubeBuddy. It's a tool that analyzes your videos for performance, gives suggestions on better titles, how to boost your views, and make better videos. And best of all, it's free. So there's a paid version, which we ended up upgrading to, but it's been great, for us, making suggestions on our tags and things like that. Help boost your views. So it's a very helpful tool. So check that out. If you want to check that out, we have an affiliate link in the description below. And special thanks week in and week out to our Ghost Host moderators. And thank you so much for being in our live streams and hanging out with us and chatting with us, on the Instagram Ghost Host Mod Chat. We have a lot of fun and appreciate each and every single one of you. And big shout out to everyone that watched in ghost mode and didn't comment or participated in the chat tonight. It's always a lot of fun to hear everybody's reactions and responses. And so special shout outs to. First of all, to What in the World with Russ. Russ here on screen with us. Thanks for hopping in and being a great in-person ghost host for Mom there while we were at Disney recently for Mom's birthday.
Hanging out with you guys, so I enjoyed it.
Good. Big shout out to Aunt Joy. Thanks for always being here, watching our videos. Shout out to BDF Keith. Mike Wheeler, Dean the Turkey Legster, James Ryan, T. McNeil, DCS, AJC Magic TV, Griswold Family Vacay, Kadani Sean, T. Marie's Place, Monarch Moments, Alex Kennett, Elena K808, Rayleigh Creative Travel, Car Key, Dizzar Dream, Dances with Goofy, Rhonda Lee, or DWG, Rachel Loves Disney, Mickey Sightings, and JNN Travels. So thanks to everybody for being here. Shout out to everybody that's watching on #Team Replay. And it's just a lot of fun hanging out and talking with everybody tonight. So thanks for being here. We always appreciate your support and encouragement. We don't know. Keep an eye out. Go subscribe. Go check out What in the World with Russ's channel if you haven't already.
Absolutely.
And go check out his videos. It's great content. You won't be disappointed. He has the Hitchhiking Bones stamp of approval. Great stuff. And really appreciate Russ. It's a real treat to be able to meet you in person recently, and looking forward to hopefully maybe seeing a pop up from you this week, and keeping an eye out for your potential stream on Saturday.
Yeah,
and then you have Nerd Talk on Sunday, right?
We have Nerd Talk 3 o'clock. It'll be on Kinsey Day's channel this coming Sunday, and talking about the next episode of Mandalorian.
There you go. Yeah. Everybody's talking about the Mandalorian.
This is the way.
Exactly.
So remember, if you can dream it, you can do it. We go live every Tuesday night, 9 o'clock p.m. Central Time, 10 o'clock Eastern. Join us on the while the chat's ongoing, or watch us on Team Replay. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you know when we're going live. And check us out on social media. We're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and obviously YouTube as well. And you can email us at thehitchhikingbones@gmail.com. And I think that about covers it. Is there anything else anybody wanted to say?
We're good.
All right. Sounds good. Everybody have a great night. Thank you for being here. Special thanks to Russ for being here on screen with us. Thanks again, everyone. And as always, please hurry back. Bye, everyone.
Thanks, guys. So
have a great week.
Bye-bye.